This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is made possible by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate in Shelton. When it comes to real estate, there's no substitute for local knowledge. Shelton Highclimbers Football Booster Club, benefiting players in the Shelton High School football program by raising funds, organizing volunteers, and building community support. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Good evening and welcome to the football field on the campus of Rochester High School in Rochester, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of Evergreen Conference football as the Rochester Warriors host the Shelton Highclimbers. My name is Dedrick, Allan, and Gerry will be joining us later in the broadcast. Both teams come into the game after winning their EVCO openers last week. Shelton beat Centralia 33-6, while Rochester slipped by Black Hills 24-22. The Highclimbers are 1-2 on the season, but the Warriors are undefeated at 3-0. Rochester's other wins are 49-8 over Seton Catholic on September 10th and 42-20 over R.A. Long to open the season. No record of the Climbers and Warriors playing each other in the last 20 years, but both teams are looking to build on last week's success. Coming up, we talk with Shelton coach Mark Smith. It's Evergreen Conference football, the Shelton Highclimbers at the Rochester Warriors. The game kicks off at 7 on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Mason Health is partnering with Curative to provide no-cost shallow nasal COVID-19 testing. A testing kiosk is located outside 237 Professional Way in Shelton. Kiosk hours are 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. weekdays. Testing is available by walk-up or appointment. Test results are delivered electronically within 24 to 48 hours. Schedule an appointment at curative.com. You can find a link in the upper left-hand corner of masonwebtv.com. If you have any questions about COVID-19, symptoms, vaccines, or testing, please contact your provider's office. Welcome back to Rochester High School. Dedrick Allan here, and it is now time to talk with the coach. Wednesday, I had a phone conversation with Shelton football coach Mark Smith.
First win. How do you feel about it?
Well, the best thing about Friday night is waking up Saturday morning looking for a win and finding one. So, that's always a good feeling. So I'm proud of the boys. I'm proud of the program for getting that monkey off our back there a little bit. Find a way to win a football game.
So can you give us some details about your game plan against Centralia last week and how your team executed it?
Well, we really had to try to establish a running game. That was a focal point of emphasis. We put it on the O-line, we put it on the backs, we put it on the receivers blocking. And, when you can run the football, then good things are going to open up in other parts of your game. And, I thought we did that much, much better. And then I thought our quarterback play was much improved. Good decision-making process. We knew we needed to try to take shots down the field. And we did that, and we had some explosive plays there because that's really where our explosive plays are going to come from is in our pass game. Right now, we're not breaking off 40, 50-yard runs. So our explosive plays, we're going to have to take shots in the pass game to get some explosive plays there. So that was kind of our game plan. Establish a running game, downhill physical presence, and then take shots in our passing game and make good decisions with the football.
So your
defensively,
go ahead.
Defensively, our game plan was to make them throw the ball. We really needed to stop the run, and we did a really good job, except for that dang trap. Man, we were over-penetrating, and they were kicking us out. But I thought for the most part, we took care of the perimeter runs. We took care of the lead play. Only play we struggled with throughout the night was trap. And to go along with that, we struggled with them getting down into a stance quickly, like that was simulating a play, and we jumped offside way too many times. We had too many what I call undisciplined penalties, which are not effort penalties, but mental penalties. When I talk about undisciplined penalties, those are mental penalties. We had way too many of those. We need to fix those. But I thought defensively, they only scored one time. Unfortunately, again, it was on fourth down. And it was on 4th and 8. So now for 2 games in a row, the other teams only scored on 4th down. And they've only scored against their defense twice now. So, defensively, we're playing well enough to win football games and keep us in football games. So they executed the scheme there. We made a throw, and we knew they struggled in that area of throwing the football. I don't know if they completed a pass all night. I don't think they did. And I know they didn't try many. And then special teams, we have special teams to not beat us. Just do your job and execute in the special teams game.
So late in the game, you got some of the younger players some time on the field. How do you think they performed?
Well, not great. We talked about that. We talked about it at halftime. Listen, our anticipation is that everybody on this football team is going to get a chance to get some Friday Night Lights experience. And, we had a little bit of snap problems there. We had a little bit of mesh problems between the quarterback and the running back. And so our quarterback, I think, ended up having 12 rushes on the night or something like that, and that's not the way that was designed, but that was a lot due to broken plays or missed handoffs or bad decision making. So, gotta get better there.
Was the weather and the rain coming down a factor?
It's kind of crazy. Last year when I got here, when it rained, everybody got excited except for me. I come from Arizona for the last 20 years. It's beautiful weather every Friday night. Every Friday, you have nice weather. Now, when I say nice, it may be 110 out, but we're not sitting there practicing in pouring down rain or playing games in pouring down rain. But everybody calls it climber weather, right? And I thought that the weather, our kids get excited for that stuff. Our program gets excited. And I try to go back to our day when I played here, and I'm like, man, the field was a mosh pit, and sloppy and muddy, but we embraced it. That's what we did, and it came back to me. And so, our kids, they didn't wear sleeves. They had their bare skin out there, and they embraced it. And you look across the sideline, and you can tell you had white long sleeve shirts on and black long sleeve shirts on, and our kids didn't wear that stuff, and so did the weather have a factor? It helped us. Our mindset was, this is climber weather. This is climber ball. So, we embraced it. I can't tell you how Centralia embraced it, but we knew that it was going to be inclement weather. I mean, the weather report showed that a week in advance. We prepped it. We mindseted it. And our kids loved it. And, I mean, shoot, I didn't even wear a hat on here. I just got wet. Embraced it with them, So, I don't think the weather had anything really. I mean, the ball was on the ground a couple times for them, but, I thought the ball security on both sides, there was one, I think, their first drive, we caused a fumble, and the ball got loose, and we recovered it. But besides that, I think there was pretty good ball security on both sides.
Let's talk about this week. You're hitting the road for the first time this season, heading to Rochester. Anything you can tell us about that?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously you got two teams that are atop the Evergreen 2A standings. Rochester's 3-0. They're feeling really good about the show. They're putting a lot of points up on the board. They're finding a way to win close games. And they beat up on some people. They got a really talented back in number 3. I believe his name is Betts. I think he's got 475 yards rushing on the season in 3 games. So, he's averaging 125 yards a game. That's solid numbers. They got a quarterback that runs the offense really well. He does a good job in the boot game. They run everything from double tight, full house backfield to, trips to standard I-pro formation. They don't run a lot of plays, but what they run, they execute very, very well. You're going to see toss, you're going to see lead, you're going to see some sweep. So they do. They see some dives, ISO. So, they're kind of an old school mentality. They know who they are, and they execute very well. Defensively, they're going to be a 6-man box. They're going to be a 3-3 team by nature. They will get into a 5-1 or a 5-3 team, but basically they're a 3 down, 3 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and then 3 safeties, but 2 of those safeties play down in the box on the outside. So, we're going to see a minimum of 6 guys in the box. Sometimes you're going to get 7 or 8. I'm sure they're going to try to make sure that our running game does not get, started. We have to be able to loosen them up a little bit in our RPO scheme, which is our run pass option scheme, where we read backers, they trigger on the run, then we throw it. And we got to make good decisions there. We're going to have to take shots again. They play a lot of guys within 10 yards of the football, the line of scrimmage. So we're going to have to try to get over the top and make some plays there. So that's kind of, they do. I have not seen them punt one time in 3 games. They have not punted one time in 3 games, so I have no idea what their punt formation looks like, if they have a punter, what it would do. They even went from it from their own 19. So, they're going to be aggressive, and I'm sure they're excited. I mean, I don't know when last time Rochester was 3-0. I haven't been around here in a long time, but from what people tell me, they seem to think that this is one of the better teams or one of the better starts to Rochester's seasons that they've had in a long time. So hats off to their coaching staff, to their programs for getting them in a position to play a meaningful game in week 4, right?
Right.
I mean, if they find a way to do this, this is a meaningful game for them in week 4. And, it's a meaningful game for us, too, because we took care of business last week. So, try to stay atop of those Evergreen 2A standards, you got to come out and play well against a football team that believes in themselves, who has a lot of confidence, who's executing, and we got to be able to match that.
When you head out on the road, do you have a different mentality for your team?
Yeah, we have a road warrior attire mentality. It's a business trip. It's not a field trip. It's not a vacation. It's not, all about all that stuff. I mean, it's a business trip. We're going to get on that bus, and we're going to start getting focused. We're going to get off the bus. We're going to get dressed in the locker room, and we're going to go play a football game. We have a job to do, and it's a business trip. We got to do our job. We understand that, it's going to be a little different. We've had 3 home games in a row. We've been in the friendly confines of Jack Start Field in our home surroundings. It's been very comfortable for us. And so now things are going to be a little bit different, and we got to be able to adjust to that. But and we have to be able to win on the road. We struggled last year on the road. We didn't win a game on the road last year. So we were 0-2 on the road and 3-1 at home last year. So, we got to find a way to win a game on the road against a solid football team.
That's Highclimber head football coach Mark Smith. As his team hits the road for the first time this season, we'll have the kickoff of this Evergreen Conference football game in moments on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. Let 211 be your guiding light for help with food, healthcare, and other resources.
211, how can I help you?
Call 211 or visit 211.org. 211, get connected, get help.
Kids will be kids, which just goes to say kids will be curious. They get into everything. If there's a loaded firearm in the house, they could get their hands on that too. Keeping firearms locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition in a place inaccessible to kids can help keep your loved ones safe from family fire. Safe gun storage saves lives.
And welcome back to Rochester High School, everyone. Dedrick, Allan, and Gerry Apple. I would say up at the top of the stands, but they're really we aren't very high up, Gerry. But we are at the top of the stands on what I would think is the visitor side. Although the Rochester team will be on this sideline, it's a little bit different down here. You're looking at the covered stands from right at the end of the high school there. Interesting way to put it. I think that's a really great use of space. The way because you look at I looked at this because I've never been here before, and I looked at this on Google, and I'm like, they don't have any covered stands. I thought this was it where we're sitting, but then I watched a game that was streamed from their Pixelot camera that's on the end of the building, and I'm hearing the band and the cheerleaders and all of this stuff. It's like, where are all these people? And I get here, and look, voila, there it stands at the end of the building. So it's very interesting. I think that the Rochester just grew really fast in the last couple of years. I mean, really, really fast.
Well, I remember when it used to be single A, and they played Montesano when I was at Montesano, and but now it's double A. So,
well, we'll do our best on the yard markers here. We're not very high up. We are, our choice was here. Our choice would be up with the coaches in this tower that's behind us, but that can get distracting, or on the other side with a pole that would block about 10 to 15 yards of the field. So I made the choice to come over here.
yeah.
And the Highclimbers are coming out of the locker room, and there is quite a big Shelton contingent here on that side there as the Highclimbers take the field.
It's sure a beautiful night.
Yeah, what'd you say, 72 degrees?
72 degrees here in Rochester, and wind, I don't see it as a factor.
Not so far. Some very kind of interesting clouds coming up from the west. They don't look like they're going to threaten. I hope they don't threaten with rain.
No.
But you never know, because this is Washington.
But there's no rain in the forecast until Sunday.
Until Sunday. And, yeah, the Highclimbers are on the field, and Rochester is coming out. They're off to the best stop they've had in years from what we've been told. 3-0. It's just really surprising, I guess, to at least me. I haven't seen Rochester aside from a little bit on film.
Yeah, I just don't know what to expect. I know that they have played R.A. Long.
Right.
And they have played Black Hills. And they played Black Hills, I believe, last weekend.
Right.
And won 24-22.
Right. I couldn't find out what that was. Was it a missed 2-point try, or do we know? I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know either. But it'll be interesting to see, and this will be a good test for the Highclimbers to see how they respond and how they can chase another back around, because we do know that they have Rochester does have a young man in Talon Betts. He scored, 5 touchdowns so far this season?
That is correct, Dedrick.
Closing in on 500 yards rushing in 3 games. That is pretty impressive. And we know that the Climbers have a little bit of trouble with a really fast back. So we'll see how that works. As
their quarterback, Landon Hawes, is supposed to be a good quarterback.
Right, making good decisions. And Landon is what? He's a senior. 6 foot, 165. That's pretty decent. So we're getting some starting lineups announced here at the stadium, and we'll take another timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff here at Rochester High School. Evergreen Conference football here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal Fiber Internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Hello, everyone. I'm Father Dwayne, and this is St. David of Wales Episcopal Church in Shelton. I'm glad that you're seeing us right here, right now, but please tune in on Sunday mornings at 10:30 for a live stream service. I certainly welcome you to join together with us for worship.
And we're back here at Rochester High School. Dedrick, Allan, and Gerry Apple. The captains are heading out to get the coin flip, Gerry. Any predictions on the coin flip, Gerry? I'm just throwing it out there because I'm odd tonight.
Shelton will defer and receive in the second half.
Okay. So we're looking at the backs of the Rochester captains. That's Talon Betts, Landon Haas, Erica Vasquez, and number 53. I do not have a 53. Well, that's not shocking. Yeah, I don't think you're going to find a 53 on your roster either since I gave you the roster. I would say it's 54, but there's a 54 on the sidelines.
I was listening to the lineups for Rochester, and some of the numbers I did not have on here.
All right, so it looks like Rochester will be receiving, as Gerry predicted. I don't know if that was actually a deferral, but we'll take it. So Rochester in their blue unis, white numbers, white helmets. Highclimbers going with their white jerseys, red pants, and of course their red or their black helmets with the axe and the Shelton axe in it.
It should be pretty easy to see the numbers tonight, especially for Rochester.
Well, this is true. These fonts are really big and easily seen. I was talking about that watching the Seahawk game with my wife, and knowing the strange font that Tennessee has on their uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was kind of an odd font. So it looks like Kaiser will get it teed up to get this thing underway. As we wait for this opening kickoff. And back deep will be Talon Betts, number 3. Standing in about his 10, waiting for this kick. Now we're going to get some instructions about getting behind the yellow line today, Gerry. We can hear what's going on the sidelines. This is very interesting. We don't usually get this close to the action. And the ball is kicked up and it's taken at about the 24. And getting to the center of the field, breaking it out the outside. And still on his feet and across midfield, number 1. That's Ashton Rodriguez with a great return of 27 yards. They'll start. Rochester will start out on the Highclimber 48. 1st and 10. So Betts will be at the tail of the eye, out of the under the center. Will go Haas. Hornstrom. It's a pitch to Betts, and he stumbles after catching it. And you're going to credit Makowitz with the tackle. A loss of 4 on the play. Back to the Rochester 48.
Makowitz?
Yeah.
Tackle?
We can credit to him. I don't know if big old divot left where he planted his foot, Gerry, and he fell down, but we'll credit Makowitz with the tackle. Ball back at the 48. Call it 2nd and 14. Look out of the pistol will go Haas this time. Betts goes in motion, handed off to this guy through. That's Kornstrom. Straight ahead, got 3, maybe 4 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 11. And give him 3. Give him 4, Gerry.
Back to the line of scrimmage?
Well, the original line of scrimmage. A little bit behind, but we'll give him 4. Make it 3rd down and 11 for the Warriors. Haas will go under center out of the eye. It's like a receiver on each side. Hand off to Betts. No, it's a little play action. Makowitz right there. Spins away from Makowitz. And who else was in on that play, Gerry? It was John Michael Escobedo also, but who brought him down finally, I believe, is going to be number 33 for Shelton, and that's Carter Whitney. And it brings it 4th down.
Good defensive stand for the Highclimbers.
And the Warriors are going to punt, and it looks like Erica Vasquez.
A loss of 4 on that play.
Is going to be booting it away, and Bradley Elton is going to be back at deep to receive. Timeout by the Highclimbers, however. I think this might be, okay, remember guys, clog up your lanes. They're fast in these situations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate in Shelton, proud to be supporters of Highclimber football. Their commitment to Shelton and Mason County is unmatched. If you know anybody that needs to sell or buy real estate, reach out to the Conklin team. They will be honored to help. When it comes to real estate, there is no substitute for local knowledge. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate in Shelton, 360-426-4401. So 4th and 14. Looks like 4th and 16 to me, Gerry, but at the 47.
Who's back deep?
22. Gets a punt off. It's a nice spiraling kick that'll drive Elton back to the 20. He slips 1 tackle, stops, tries to change direction after getting about to the 26. And that's where the Highclimbers will take over. I'm going to say that was about a 4-yard, 5-yard return, Gerry.
Okay.
He ran sideways, trying to avoid the coverage. So 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers at their own 27. 9:36 to go, first quarter. North score, excuse me.
26-yard punt.
Goose will go out of the gun. Fuller in the backfield with him. Trike off to the near side. Back to pass goes Goose. He's going to go long. Got a guy there.
Oh.
And there's going to be a flag on that play intended for Matai Leesom. And that draws a 15-yard penalty. So that should give the Highclimbers their first down of the ball game.
That was a beautiful pass. He led him just perfectly.
So an offensive pass interference, defensive pass interference, and that gives Highclimbers 15 yards of penalties. 1st and 10 from the 42 now. Out of the pistol will go Goose this time. Fuller the back behind him. Trikoff on the near side. And I think that's Leesom wide to the far side. Trikoff goes in motion. Turn around, hand off to Fuller. Fuller straight up the middle. It got up to the 45, 3-yard pickup straight up the middle for Fuller. Kind of like being this close to the action, Gerry. I can really see who's the play develop. 2nd and 8 from the 45. 9:05 and counting on the first quarter clock. Out of the gun will go Goose, 2 receivers far side. It's like Fuller gets the handoff, cuts it up at the seam, gets to midfield, or he's dropped there. It'd be 3rd and short. It's like 3rd and 3.
Yeah, gain of 5.
Clock continues to run. 3rd down, they're going to call it 2 officially, Gerry.
Mm-hmm.
right at midfield.
Yeah, so far Fuller's carried it twice.
Climbers go with a, this is the Wildcat. It's like a direct snap to Fuller. Fuller going to go where his blocking is, try to get the first down. I think he's going to be stopped short.
It looks like he is short. Maybe a gain of 1.
They'll put it right in between the 48 and 49 of Rochester, so that will be about a yard short. 4th down. Let's see, hold on a second. They're going to call for measurement, maybe?
It doesn't.
No, you're right. He was just making sure he had it in the right spot. So it's 4th and 1, and out of the Wildcat go the Highclimbers again. Fuller takes the snap, and there's going to be a false start on Shelton. So I'll drive him, march him back 5. So it turns a 4th and 1 into a 4th and 6.
I wonder if that's going to make it a punting situation.
Well, I don't know. Yes, it is. Here comes Tyrell Stewart to boot it away. That'll send Betts back to about his 25 to receive this punt from Stewart. I was a little concerned about Stewart after the end of the last game. He was hobbling around a little bit, but we were watching him in warm-ups, and boy, he looked sharp. Low snap. He's going to boot it away. He gets it off a beauty.
Beautiful.
It's going to drive Betts inside to the 10, actually, and Betts is going to let it roll out of bounds right at the 10. Wow. With pressure in his face, Tyrell Stewart booted it.
44-yard punt. Beautiful punt.
No return. The Warriors will take over on their own 10, 1st and 10. This is probably going to be the worst distance shot that we're going to have here, folks.
I was really surprised that Betts wasn't farther back on that to receive that punt. Maybe they haven't scouted our kicking game.
Maybe so. They're going to send Haas is going to send them wide, 3 wide to the far side. Little inside handoff, and this is number 2, Tate Kornstrom, straight up the middle. Depends on where the spot. It looks like he picked up 6.
Yeah, 6 yards.
So biggest
gain so far.
2nd and 4 coming for the Warriors on their own 16. Again, they go 3 wide to the far side. Out of the gun goes Haas. Betts goes in motion, and there's a 5-yard false start on the Warriors. That'll negate that previous run, Gerry, pretty much.
Yeah.
Make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, the previous run of 6 was the longest run for Rochester tonight.
Clock is stopped for the moment at 6:25. First quarter, no score. Warriors are going to go 2 wide near side, 1 wide far side. Out of the gun goes Haas. Betts beside him, I believe. Low snap, flags go flying, and Haas has no choice just to drop on that ball. Wise decision, but there's a penalty at the snap. So what do we have? Being on the opposite side, it's going to be an illegal shift, I believe. Yeah, an illegal shift by the Warriors. And 2 consecutive 5-yard penalties on Rochester, Gerry. They're going the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, they've already picked up 3 penalties for a total of 25 yards.
That brings up a 2nd and 14. Ball back to the 6-yard line. Out of the pistol go Haas. Betts goes in motion again. This time it's a toss. And this is Kornstrom, nearly caught by Whitney in the backfield. He slipped that tackle, but he's knocked down after what looks like a 3-yard gain. Heising, I believe, was the guy who ended up tackling Kornstrom. Brings up 3rd and 13 is what they're going to say. Scoreboard says, oh yeah, I got a 1 yard gain actually on that, Gerry, officially. Ball's on the 7.
All right.
Out of the pistol. Quick little hit out. There's Betts. Betts is dropped right after the catch. I think that's Makowitz. No, it's Stewart on the tackle. Good open field tackle right after the catch, and maybe a loss on the play depending on where they spot the ball. Brings it 4th down.
A loss of 1.
So that puts Eric Vasquez back to punt it. Ellington is at the 35 to receive the punt. Kicking out of his end zone. Snap on target, pressure is on, ball is off. Ellington will pick it up about the 38, slips 1 tackle. Going to get inside the 30, run out of bounds. Actually inside the 20, run out of bounds down the sidelines, actually. And where do they not mark him out? They mark him out inside the 5, it looks like. Just shy of the goal line.
33-yard return.
Looks like it. They'll put the ball at the 1, I believe. Nope, well, they said the ball's on the 5, Gerry. It looks like it's really close. Really hard for us to even see where the ball is. We'll have to go with that 5. Looks like it's a goal line to me, just to the 1, out of the Wildcat. Direct snap to Fuller. Fuller following his blocking, spinning up the middle. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Highclimbers.
So a 5-yard touchdown run by Stewart.
It had to be 2, Gerry. That wasn't.
Was it on the 2 or 5?
It had to be on the 2.
Okay.
That was very, very close.
Okay, 2-yard touchdown run.
So the Highclimbers strike first and lead 6-0, 4:07 to go, first quarter. And Kaiser on to kick the point after. There's the snap and the spot and the kick. It's up. Waiting for the signal. It is good. So the Highclimbers strike first, and they're up early, 7-0. We'll be right back.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Give the Highclimbers a short field, and they make you pay, Gerry. 7-0, 4:07 to go, first quarter.
Well, Shelton's been doing a great job this year of punt returns and kickoff returns, and that was very evident in that last drive.
Kaiser has it teed up at the 40, Betts back about the 20 to receive this kickoff after the quick strike from the Highclimbers. And this one's kind of a line drive that'll be picked up by Betts inside the 10, called the 8, trying to get up to the middle of the field, and he dropped about the 15. I think that was Makowitz.
44.
I believe.
Yep, it was. It was. Ryan Makowitz. Nice tackle.
And that'll put the Warriors back at their, where they spot the ball. I think the 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
8-yard return.
And we have some discussion on the field for some reason. Do we have we have a flag way back here.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
52-yard kickoff.
Oh, there's a personal foul on the Highclimbers, so that'll put the ball up about the 31. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. That was that's not a good one. They had him pretty deep.
Yeah, they did.
They had him back on the 16.
It puts him up at the 31, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol will go Haas. He's got Karnstrom behind him. Three receivers wide near side. Betts goes in motion. He'll fake the handoff, keep it, cut it up, get by Makowitz, get to the outside. Slipped another tackle, and he'll run for 13 yards, it looks like, Gerry. Yeah, make it 12. Up to the 43.
Okay. Longest gain tonight for the Rochester Warriors. 12-yard run by number 10.
It's a first down and 10. Ball to 43. Completely different pace than Centralia last week, Gerry. Rochester is a go, go, go. Centralia was very methodical in time. Another exact same play than the last time, and the keeper on Hawes trying to get to the outside, and he's dropped near the first down marker. Looks like he got it at the Highclimber 47.
That's the second first down for Rochester.
So the quarterback keeper out of this three receiver set working for Rochester.
Yeah,
go ahead.
He's had two nice runs, one for 12 yards and one for 10 on the quarterback keepers.
This time he'll go out of the pistol. Two receivers on each side. Cornstrom the back behind him. Betts goes in motion. He'll take the little flip. Oh boy, blown up and dropped. Who was the guy in there? 99. Who is that? That is Blaze Andrews. Blasting in there and knocking Betts down for a loss of, looks like 5? At least 4, maybe 5. Ball back at the 49 of Rochester.
You know, we've heard a lot of Blaze Andrews and Ryan Makowitz already tonight. We've mentioned them a couple times each.
2:25 to go, third quarter. Clock is running. 7-0 Shelton. Rochester with the ball. Three receivers near side. Out of the pistol goes Hawes. Cornstum the back behind him. He'll go back to pass. He'll fake the pass, and then he's going to trying to find Betts. He'll finally get to Betts. Betts drags. Who was it? Drags Brad Tiller with him about 5 yards. And a pickup on that play of, well, it went from the 49 to the 46. So that's, 41.
So it would
that was
be
a
10 yards.
10-yard pickup brings up third down and 5, it looks like. Haas will go under center this time, out of the I. The receiver on each side. And somebody jumped on the offensive line.
Yeah.
Marching back 5. So that'll back the ball up to the 46. Bring up 3rd and 9. Approaching a minute to go in the first quarter. Haas will go out of the pistol. 3 receivers far side. Cornstrom the back behind him. Comes Betts in motion again. Fake to him. He's going to reverse the angle. Try to keep it on the pitch, and the Highclimbers are ready for him. Down he goes. Lucas Solonic with the tackle for, well, they're going to say forward progress back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think this is 4th down territory.
It is, yeah.
I mean, it's they're going to.
4 downs, yes, Gerry.
Yeah, they're not going to kick it.
4th and 9.5.
I don't think they're going to punt it. No.
No, they're going to go for it.
No.
It's that 3 receiver far side set. Out of the pistol goes Hawes. Back to pass he goes, sets his feet. He's going to throw deep. Got a guy there. Caught. And out of bounds. He's spun. Nice catch out there by number 4. Now that was, I don't have a number 4. Well, that's a first down throw, good protection.
That's the third first down, and the quarterback is 3 for 3 in his passing attempts.
The quarter has run out. I'm sorry, I was lost there. The quarter ran out. We're going to head to the second quarter with the 1st and 10 for Rochester. In just a moment, we'll be right back.
Skip the wait at Mason Health's walk-in clinic. Conveniently reserve your appointment through the Mason General website. That's masongeneral.com/clinic/WIC. You can find a link on masonwebtv.com. Just look for the Skip the Wait ad in the upper left-hand corner.
So we're waiting for the start of the second quarter.
It was a 22-yard pass.
I don't know who number 4 is. I don't have a 4 on my list at all, Jerry.
Yeah, and I noticed there were several numbers that were called that were not during the before the game by the announcer, and I did not have names of players for those numbers.
Well, that's the roster that I was given when I contacted athletic director last week, and well, they have a new athletic director this week. So quick changes around here on everything. 1st and 10 for Rochester. Ball's on the 14 of the Highclimbers.
Well, I want to apologize. That was a longer pass than that.
Under center, and a sweep to Betts. Betts trying to get way outside. He's fast. He's going to reverse his field, fight his way inside, and it looks like he'll pick up 4.
That last pass play, was 32 yards.
Okay. I say he picked up 5 yards on that. Ball's on the 14. That doesn't make any sense. Ball's got to be inside about the 9. Call it the 9, Jerry. That was a 5-yard pickup, so 2nd and 5 for Rochester. Haas under center. Toss again to Betts. Betts trying to cut up the middle and is going to bounce it outside. And
number 22.
Yeah, Allan with a tackle. And where did we get? A couple of yards gain on that.
Yeah, gain of 2.
Okay. 3rd and 3 for the Warriors. They do huddle quite a ways back from the line of scrimmage, Jerry. Under center will go Haas again. 2-back set. Betts will take the pitch, going to the right, and he is dropped. Makowitz, no, actually that's Solonic. And with the tackle, and a loss of about 1 on that play, Jerry, just based on the yard marker. Brings it 4th and 3. Keep saying the ball's on the 14. That is not anywhere close to the 14.
No.
That's about the 6.
Yeah, that's why I was wrong on that one pass play, that it was longer than I said it was the first time.
Yeah. Hard to say from our angle. Haas will go under center out of the eye. Betts the tail of the eye, and a receiver on each side. Hand up fake on that one, and he's going to try and keep it, and he fumble on the play. They're going to call him down.
Big loss.
Yeah, Anthony Cincelli with the tackle on the loss, and the Highclimbers are going to take over on their own, it looks like, 14.
So 6-yard loss, I believe.
About right. Highclimbers get the ball back. 9:40 to go, first half. 7-0. Shelton with the lead and the ball. Goose is going to go out of the gun. Fuller in the backfield with him. 2 receivers on, well, looks like 3 receivers on the near side. Back to pass goes Goose. Surveys, and he's going to throw. Knocked away by, who was that? Cannot see the number from here, Jerry. Intended for Trikoff. It's incomplete.
Mason Goose looks like he's getting plenty of time. Good protection.
Brings up 2nd and 10
I'm going to call it the 15, I guess, is where they're spotting the ball. Out of the gun will go Goose. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Stewart gets the pitch off around the end around. Here he goes up the sidelines. Still on his feet. And a good pickup for Terrell Stewart, the Aussie. And a first down run. Depends on where they're going to spot it. Looks like it might be the 32.
If that's the case, it's a 17-yard carry.
Yeah, our marker is about the 31, I guess, Jerry. So we'll keep it 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers. Goose back to pass. Going to pull it down, scramble. Going to run into a guy after a short pickup on the far sidelines. Maybe a 2-yard pickup.
Let's see where they mark it here.
Can't rely on the scoreboard at all, Jerry.
Gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 from the 34, I'm going to call it. Out of the gun will go Goose again. Little play action, and Goose has to step by the pressure, sets his feet and throws it short of Matai Leesom. Okay, so Haskins is in the backfield with Goose this time, number 32, as he was the last play. Goose will go out of the gun. 8:55 to go. Second quarter, first half. Excuse me. 7-0 is the ball game. At the ball game is the score, I should say. Yeah. Goose back to pass. Throws over the middle. Got it. Guy there. That's Menifee. Menifee avoids one tackle. Goes up the middle of the field, and he is caught from behind about the 10-yard line. Gerry, what a pickup. And a good eye on the field is Mason Goose, and an even better eye on the running lanes is Gabriel Menifee.
Now, where was that pass thrown from?
34.
Okay.
Up to the 12.
$55 yards.
Quick hit, hand off to Ellerton. Ellerton dancing around the middle. Keep on his feet. He's going to run in for the touchdown. Boy, a quick hit there. 12-yard touchdown run for Bradley Ellerton. He just kind of danced around, Gerry, and avoided some tacklers and found the end zone. So Kaiser on to kick the point after. It's 13-0, 8:26 to go in the first half. So point after coming, spot is down, kick is up. It is good. Call it 14-0, 8:26 to go in the first half. Shelton on top. We'll take another timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mesa Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Back at Rochester High School.
Yeah, Menifee has caught several long passes this season, both for 55 yards.
Yeah, and I think both were to Menifee, right? This is what you said, Menifee?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Yeah.
I'm tracking with you, Gerry. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
It's a little different situation being on the road for everybody here. I'm a little distracted. But we got a kickoff coming. It's a 14-0 ball game. 8:26 remains in the first half. Kaiser has it teed up at the 40. Betts back middle of the field. High, end over end kick. Betts will take off the bounce at the 18. Boy, he's got a head to steam still on his feet. He's a speedy guy. Gets across midfield to the Highclimber 49. Took it on the hop about the 18, Gerry.
33-yard run. Yeah, he is very quick.
He just, explosive is all I can say, Gerry. But we do have a flag just shy of midfield at the 47.
And that could be a holding.
More than likely. We have to guess on the actual. Yeah, it is a hold. Gerry called it. So march them back to about the 37, I would imagine.
Even then, it's still a nice return.
It is a nice return. So I'm thinking maybe you change your kickoffs and keep it away from number 3. Haas will go out of the pistol. Kornstrom, the guy behind him. 3 receivers far side. Betts is the nearest back, and he'll go in motion. Little fake to him on the keeper. Spins out of one tacker. Elton drove him back after a gain.